let me start with you, Jonna, about your journey into law enforcement. We each have our own pathway. What drew you to law enforcement? What was your path to law enforcement? How did you end up in what turns out to be county marshals? And we'll talk about the sheriff's department later on. But tell us about your pathway. Your journey to becoming a law enforcement officer.
Well, sorry to say, I wasn't one of those people that joined to help other people because that was not something that I planned. Um, but I was going to college. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was working with a guy, and he said something about maybe going into law enforcement. And I just kind of thought, if he could do that, I could do that. And I ended up going to a party that had a bunch of cops there, and the party was in East LA. And these guys were talking about going to a party call and throwing people off the balcony. And at that time, I thought, I think I could do better than that. And so I took some classes at Citrus College, all taught by cops. And they just told so many war stories. And when I heard those stories, I was like, oh, that's what I want to do. That's what made me want to go into law enforcement.
Interesting. So, were you like in your mind, were you beholden to one agency or another, or did you apply to multiple agencies, or just the county marshal's department,
Oh,
or
no, I got a job working at like undercover security at Bullocks in West Covina. And,
oh,
making arrests was just so much fun. And the whole thing, I just liked it. And a family friend called me up and said, why don't you apply for the marshals? And of course, I was like everyone else. I had no clue what a marshal was. So I went ahead and took the written, and then I took the physical and the oral. And to my shock, they wanted to hire me. So I said, well, I guess I could do that. And then I could always lateral to another police department. And when I got to the marshal's department, I loved it. I mean, it was everything I didn't have before. It was Monday through Friday, holidays off. I worked working downtown, in the courts downtown in LA, and it was fun and exciting. So I was happy there.